loss against UST again. This time we didn't take overtime, but what are your thoughts on the performance of your boys today, especially with Final Four implications on the line? You guys lost. What are your thoughts on the game?
I thought it was a very courageous performance by the team. You just can't be expected as a basketball team to play well when your center and your power forward, two of your most important players when you're going up against a player like Collins Okoye, are sitting on the bench for 15 minutes in the first half. And, the toughness that the rest of the guys showed to have the game at 2 points at halftime, I thought was pretty special. But, it's almost an impossible task when you're asked to perform that way. And that's the way we were asked to perform in this game. Not a lot different than the first one.
Coach, can you share to us your side about the commotion at the end game?
Sure. There was nothing between the Ateneo players and the UST players or the coaches. I was talking to Pito about my opinions about the referees, and he basically agreed. And that was it. And so that's why I paused there. There was no angst. There was no discomfort between us. So there was a discussion, but that was what was discussed, and it wasn't a problem between us.
Coach, you talked about two of your most important players struggling today. One of those is Jared, only one of 11 shooting, not mistaken. So how confident are you that he'll bounce back, and especially with teamwork games that will ultimately decide your Final Four aspirations?
Well, our shooting efficiency hasn't been good this year, and some of that is our shot selection, and some of it is good shooters missing good shots, and that's always a mystery in coaching. Guys that hit shots in practice, the same shots they get in these games, you don't know why, but we need them to hit good shots. We take 85 shots in this game. UST takes 60, right? I'm not counting what happened at the free throw line. You guys can analyze that for yourselves. I'm not allowed to. But when you get 85 shots, when you get 25 shots more than your opponent, you should win the game. And we didn't, because we didn't hit shots. So am I confident we'll bounce back? Well, we need to. We need to shoot the ball better than we're shooting it, especially when we're getting good shots.
Coaches, Derek Maltese projects, causing concern now that as you try to maybe reach as many wins as possible.
Well, he's not the only one that's struggling. He's a courageous kid. He's going to take tough shots. So, a lower percentage would always be expected from the guy that steps up to take the tough shots. But he should hit more of his open shots. But I'm concerned about all of them. I'm concerned more about shot selection, because I think if we took better shots in many of our possessions, our percentages would be higher. And that's on all of us to improve in that area. And we will need to do that going up against the quality teams we have to play yet.
Coach, a crucial 3-game stretch for you to close the elimination round. You talked about efficient shot selection, but how important will be the maturity of your players as we head into what could be the determining factor, the determining stretch of your season for Ateneo?
Well, there's two things. There's maturity and there's experience. We've got some mature players, but they don't have a lot of experience. In the UAAP, it's Kaimani's and Dominic and Jaden's first year. And so they're not experienced in this arena, but they're getting experience. They're really learning what the UAAP is all about. So with their maturity, I think they'll take the lessons on board more quickly. And we really need that, because in these last games, we're playing up against a very experienced UP team, a very experienced Adamson team, and a very experienced La Salle team. And so, we don't want that to be the deciding factor, but we can't be, significantly behind the other teams in terms of making good decisions and making mature plays on the court.